All right, you can check out the trail. This is kind of, I'm going to talk about the Enneagram and really just some speaking that I want to do. You can see that's kind of the trail. I'm out here in Colorado, and one of my rituals is taking kind of an evening hike. And anyway, I'm Jonathan. You could tweet me at Fibonacci, email me, whatever. I wanted to kind of talk to you a little bit about the Enneagram and kind of how I see it helping your organization. And a lot of people know that I do a lot of things on this channel. I do a lot of stock market analysis. That's my primary way of making a living. But one thing I want to do is I want to start doing some more corporate speaking or even church speaking on the power of the Enneagram. And the Enneagram is something that has blessed my life tremendously. And I grew a finance company from $30 to, it's actually when I closed my first loan with mylendingplace.com, I had $3.58 in my checking account. $3.58. That's how much I had in my checking account when I funded my first loan. And in fact, if I were to do some consulting for your mortgage company, I'd bring my $3.58 and okay, you're talking to an expert. I grew a company from nothing. I made 30,000, then we grew it all the way up to $500,000, just me and another person. And of course, I had like a ton of vendors. So, and then Dodd-Frank kind of came in, but the Enneagram was critically important to the success of that company. And so I'm at this stage in my life, I'm 40. I want to do a lot more teaching and consulting because, those 10 years in finance, those were dog years. That's the last 10 years in finance with Dodd-Frank. It's probably equivalent of 20, 30 years experience. But, a lot of lending companies a lot of companies, small business don't even last the first year or 2 years, and I made it 10 years and I shut it down at 10 years because of the Dodd-Frank. But this is really a video of kind of the Enneagram and wanting to really launch it kind of like a corporate speaking career. I don't know how else to say it except to say there's a few things that I'm really passionate about, and I would like to come speak to your organization as a corporate speaker or even as a church speaker. One is the power of the Enneagram and how that's helped my company and how it played a tremendous role in the success of building a finance company. But also the Enneagram can really bring healing. And if there's one thing that I could say about the Enneagram is number one is it's a tool. It's really just a tool of wisdom, of human personality. The second thing that the Enneagram does is it really can provide healing. And so the people who need the Enneagram are like brand new businesses, churches that are kind of in what you would call like a church split. Maybe a business is having acrimony. Unfortunately, when we go through those phases, most people are so busy trying to put out the fires that they're not really applying wisdom to the situation. So I would encourage, if you're a small business owner, whether you're trying to grow or maybe you're a church and you're going through a church split or something like that, the Enneagram is just a critical piece, or could be just so helpful to bring healing. In fact, I was thinking recently about one of the things that the Enneagram has helped me with is, and I'll use a passage from the Bible, where Paul says, he goes, as long as it depends upon you, live at peace with everybody. And I'm not sure exactly where that is in the Bible, but the Apostle Paul says, as long as it depends upon you, Jonathan, you live at peace. And if there's one thing that the Enneagram has given me and helped me on just numerous occasions is to have harmony with people and to appreciate them and to really understand where they're coming from. So I just kind of wanted to place another video here and just say, hey, if you are a church going through a split, maybe you're a business that's kind of trying to figure out the next phase, maybe there's acrimony between two owners of a company, or maybe, I can't stress enough if you are about to get married, or even if you're about to get divorced, how the Enneagram can help you. Because, like I said, the Enneagram is just it's a tool of wisdom for human personality. If you're working with people, we all need to be more effective working with people. But the Enneagram can really, really help you do that. And I've studied the Enneagram just for so many years. So that's one thing I would like to do more of, is to just do some speaking and to help bring healing to organizations or churches or couples or what have you. Because, at this phase of my life, making money is great and I've made a lot of it. But this is also a phase of my life where I want to really step into sharing some of the things I've learned. So if I can come into your finance company and take it from a level 3 to a level 8, and that's what I would love to do. If you are a church and you're going through a kind of a potential church split, if I can kind of bring the wisdom of the Enneagram to your church and bring healing there, man, there would be nothing more exciting. Or, hell, let's say that you're maybe going to get married and you're on the fence. I'm like, man, I cannot think of a better premarital tool. Or even maybe you've been married 10, 15 years. I'm divorced. What they say, to those who can't teach. Well, again, the Enneagram just has so many applications. If it involves people, the Enneagram is just can't be overstated. Anyway, email me if you have any questions, americana417@gmail.com, or find me on Twitter @Fibonacci. Again, I'm Jonathan. You guys have a great day, and if you would like me to come speak to your organization or church, love to hear from you. Again, I'm Jonathan Americano. Well, I'm sorry. Which email am I going to give you? Americana417@gmail.com. Thank you.